Oh my god, guys, I am completely fucked. Hi, I'm JJ Monfort, and I am trying to write stuff. Keyword is trying. So, I have a little bit of background on me. I have been writing since I could pick up a pencil. And in my 28 years of life, I have written original short stories, and I have written fan fiction. I have written tons and tons and tons and tons of fan fiction, both short story length and I've one novel length fan fiction. And I've had ideas that have floated around in my head for novels. I have had somewhat outlines for novels, and I've, gotten a chapter, half a chapter into ideas that never really went anywhere. But for the first time, I have decided I am going to write a novel, I am going to publish a novel, and I am going to be a real frickin' writer. Then I discovered Camp Nanowrimo. I'd known about Nanowrimo for a long time, just by way of being on Tumblr and seeing it all over the place. But I didn't know what Camp Nano was until I, started looking more into NaNoWriMo, because hey, I'm going to be a novel writer. And so I signed up for camp, joined camp, set a modest word count goal of 20,000 words for the month of April. I was really gung-ho for the first 2 or 3 days of camp. I'm looking down at my computer on my nano stats, and I wrote 3,434 words in the first 2 or 3 days of camp. But then life decided, nope, you're not going to write a novel. No, we're going to do all this stuff, and then we're going to do this stuff, but now you have to do this. And so I didn't write anymore. And now we're halfway through camp. But now, looking back at my stats, I'm not as fucked as I thought I was. Looking down here, my target count is 2,000. Why do I keep saying 2,000? 20,000. My word count goal is 20,000. 16,566 words remaining. Words per day to finish on time, 975 words per day to finish on time. I think that's still doable. Yeah, in 15 days, can I get 16,566 words in? I think I can do it. It's gonna be a little bit of a race. I might have to just, word vomit. But, yeah, that looks doable. Yeah, so a little bit about my camp project, because you probably don't, at this point, you don't even know what my project is, so you're like, why should I give a flying fuck, JJ? Why do I care, JJ? So, my camp project is a novel. It is a new adult fantasy novel. My working title on Camp Nano is Mark of Oressa, but I am going to change that because looking at a book cover, and you see Mark of Oressa, nobody knows what an Oressa is. So they're like, I already don't know what's going on in this book, and on to the next. So the title, my new working title, is The Goddess Mark, because Oressa is not a thing, Oressa is a goddess. Specifically the goddess of darkness and death. Sounds nice and evil, but it's really not. Or is it? I don't know. I haven't written the book yet, and I'm a plantser, so I don't know the last half, so I don't know what my third act is going to consist of that much. But I will read to you my synopsis. Well, not synopsis, blurb. Synopsis is a summary of your entire book, which I don't have yet because I haven't written it. There lies our problem. Project info, not project stats, you dumb computer. Here we go. Trovati is a young scout in the militia of No Man's Land, a society outside the reach of any kingdom and home to refugees who have fled from the wars that ravage the continent. On a mission to track down an artifact stolen from the local temple, Trovati is forced to reveal that he is a user of dark magic, an art considered highly dangerous and in some cases taboo in most of the world. Beloved by the people for his kind nature, Trovati is widely accepted by most in No Man's Land, though some now look at him with skepticism. This is until an unprecedented use of dark magic power allows him to survive an impossible wound. More troubling still is that his chest now bears the emblem of the goddess Oressa, whose domain is night, the moon, and death. Fallen from hero to pariah, Trovati is quickly forced to venture into the war-torn world outside his valley home in search of the origin of his strange power. And that is the goddess emblem. That is the little blurb that I have written just for the purpose of, project info on Camp Nano. May change, because, like I said, I'm a plantser. You don't know what that is. The hybrid of planner, somebody who has a detailed outline of every breath every character is going to take throughout the course of the story. A pantser says, I'm going to write a book. I think it's going to be about this. I think this, and this are probably going to happen. There's these people that are going to be in it. Okay, let's write it. And they just start writing, and they don't really have a clear vision. For me, I'm kind of a hybrid. I make sure I know what's going to happen, at least in my first act, maybe a little bit into the second act. I know who my characters are, I know what their backstory is, and I have a general sense of how I want the story to end. So I'll sort of outline or write short synopses of chapters that are going to, this feels like a good, first act kind of thing. And then I write that. At least that's what I did for the fan fiction that was novel length and what I've done for short stories in the past. So, yeah, that's my process. That's my project. 900... Come on, computer. 900 and some odd words. Let's just call it 1,000. Round up and say 1,000 words a day for the next 15 days to finish my Nano project on time. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? I'm hoping I can do it. I want to do it because I want to write a frickin' book. Uh-huh. All right. How was that for a first Authortube channel video? Probably sucked. Probably like my book. Shit.